I swear I smell crack outside. That is definitely someone is smoking crack outside my house. Better not be that fucking homeless guy again. It is. What the fuck?
Your dad?
He's back.
He's back.
He didn't get the milk, but he sure found that crack.
Nice. Your mom's
right.
crack.
She found that a few times. Were we recording?
Yeah.
Oh, hello! Welcome to the Farlands or Crack cancelled podcast. I'm the boy Ryan. This is Box Blair. Oh no, hang on, it's your view. So you're Box Blair, and I'm the boy Ryan.
Oh yeah.
The one you're looking at right now is the boy Ryan.
Yeah, that in front of.
Let's
see the name.
Yeah, that explains a lot.
We are currently at 111,480, 90, 500. We're going up. We're going to the Farlands, by the way.
Dude, that is crack.
What is that? Crack outside your house?
It smells like, definitely. I smell some kind of weird crack.
You would know what that smells like. I don't think I would be able to identify crack if I smelled it, if I'm honest. Weed?
It has a very strong plastic smell.
Really?
Yeah. Mixed with, like, cat piss.
Alright, I can imagine that. Why would anyone want to do that?
Thanks for watching.
Why would anyone want to do that? Not bashing anyone, but not for me. Alright, so recent news. There's been recent developments in beta Minecraft. Do you wanna
Notch added a new update.
Yeah,
it's the screeching 12-year-old Hermitcraft fan update.
Yeah, the Grian released a new series, one of the new life series, because he does one every year. If you don't know, Grian's someone from Hermitcraft. If you don't know what Hermitcraft is, I don't know what you're doing in Minecraft space. But he's basically every year he does like a series with a bunch of the different Hermitcraft people plus some others from different servers and friends, I guess. I don't really know.
Is it every year? I've never actually realised it was every year.
Yeah, I think it's like a yearly thing. I don't know if it's a yearly thing. Maybe it is like bi-yearly or something. I don't know. I thought it was like kind of yearly. I'm not sure exactly, but
yeah, believe it or not, I don't really keep up with any of those tosses.
Yeah,
I don't really know.
Wow, really? I would never have guessed. I would have thought you would have been Grian's biggest fan. Oh, I guess I'm an idiot.
No. I don't like Grian. I don't like Grian. But yeah, they did.
It's called Past Life, which is a decent name, I guess, considering the context of the series. And yeah, basically,
sure, better than Back to Beta.
all of these people are in playing in like Alpha 1.1.2 or 1.2 or something.
It's
I don't
beta,
know.
Ain't it? I thought it was beta.
Beta.
I watched,
beta, sorry, isn't it? Yeah, beta.
I saw it posted on the fucking shitty Golden Age subreddit.
Yeah.
And I clicked. I was like, this is just going to be a bunch of these annoying Hermitcraft YouTubers screaming about features that don't exist.
Yeah.
I clicked on it and it was immediately that someone was going, "Oh my god, the chest is so big!"
Yeah. That was kind of to be expected. A lot of that was a lot of it is them being like, "Oh my god, this doesn't work. Oh my god, this doesn't work." I have to say, like some of the perspectives of at least the people who were around when, actually making videos on those versions, like, weren't so bad because they were actually just explaining and like reminiscing.
So the ones that were in Mindcrack.
Yeah, pretty much. Basically just Etho and B-dubs.
B-double-O.
were my picks for the most interesting. Even I feel like Good Times with Scar was not too bad. I actually didn't watch his perspective, but at least like
I've never watched a Good Times with Scar video.
Him in the background of other people's videos was fine, but yeah, it's quite interesting. It's cool to see, I guess, people playing older versions and potentially bringing some spotlight to our old Minecraft.
I really don't want that spotlight, because if it was like almost, okay, I won't say anyone else because it could be Dream fans, but Hermitcraft fans are like some of the worst. They have such a terrible fan base, and I really don't want that.
See,
I don't want that. Yeah.
I feel like I wouldn't say I keep up with Hermitcraft heaps, or like I wouldn't say I'm like a huge fan, but I wouldn't say I don't like them either. I feel like what they do like fills the spot and is clearly like a lot of the stuff they do is good. I I do watch a couple of them, and
I
I
really
see
don't
what
like any of them.
Yeah.
I fucking hate them all, honestly. Like, their like content and type of content is everything that I. It's like a different side of everything I hate about modern Minecraft YouTube. They're like, you have like the shitty dream side and the 100 days side, and then you have the annoying like fake, happy, family-friendly Hermitcraft side.
I feel like
I just don't like the people in it either. I feel like they're all incredibly fake.
I feel like
I
you're
like Dark. That's about it.
I feel like you're putting all of them into the same boat. I understand the type of Hermitcraft member you don't like, and like the type of fans you don't like, but I feel like you're putting them all into that category, which I don't think is entirely fair. Like, I'd say Doc and Etho are like probably the most genuine, and even B-Dubs, he went through a phase of being like really annoying, but now I feel like he's making some good stuff. Like, yes,
I like Dark.
Yes,
I like
they
Dark,
stick.
and he's the only real one left. Like, the others are like very pandering to Mojang, and
I think
I
think
talk
they.
about Etho just
I think
yet, 'cause
I
have a
think
lot to say about
I
it.
think they stick to the. I think they do. You know, they stick to the safe side, obviously, because it is their job. Like, I can kind of understand that it is their job, and you know, it's not. I feel like to them, it's not worth detrimenting the potential longevity of their job. You know, being in the bad books with Mojang or like YouTube.
That just
in
makes
way,
me lose
you know?
respect for them, though. That's the one thing I like about DocM77 is I feel like he's the only one that would actually. I see him on Twitter talking shit about random stuff. I feel like he's the only one that still has his real personality there. The others like put on a mask for YouTube, and I can tell they're fake now, because I used to watch a lot of them, and they are completely different to how they used to act, and it's a real shame, especially people like BOO and Etho. Mainly BOO. BOO was like used to be fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I feel like
And now
B-Dubs has
he's
probably
just
changed
like
a lot.
boring. Yeah, he's
He's
definitely
changed a
putting on
lot.
an act.
I'd say
Maybe him scamming those kids got to him or something. I don't know.
I'd say Etho is like pretty similar. I don't know, like I don't have anything against. I feel like him and Doc are pretty similar to what they've always kind of been. I don't think they. I think even Doc does pander to the like, you know, the kiddie side of things as well. In his videos and things, like they all kind of do.
At least
you know?
I saw him talking shit about the Minecraft movie.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's fair enough. I mean, that's fair enough.
With Etho, all right, I'm gonna say something that's incredibly. This is gonna be a real hot take, right? This is gonna get us like
Mind block
15,000
your ears.
dislikes. You ready? You ready? I don't hate Etho personally, but I think Etho is possibly the most overrated Minecraft YouTuber of all time.
Mm-hmm.
In the world. Just like he has now there's some others that are incredibly highly regarded, but I've never seen someone who dislikes Etho.
Yeah.
And to me that makes him the most overrated, because to me he's just boring. Like I used to watch him. Well, I didn't used to watch him. He used to be in videos of people I've watched, and that's another thing. He's always been overrated. I think he might even agree. He would probably agree with me saying that. But he's always just been kind of meh. What does he even do now? Because he used to be the Redstone guy, but he's not that anymore. He's just kind of someone who everybody loves because he's like an old YouTuber.
I
he
think
doesn't have a speciality in anything, and he puts like no effort into his videos.
I think you have a very particular opinion on what you enjoy watching. So like in the similar vein to where you're like you don't understand why people would enjoy watching like a Monster video, you know, or a Mahjong Blonsky video, you know, like you don't understand why people watch that to relax or whatever. I feel
that
like
does not make me relax.
Yeah, see, I feel like that's like you're like, to you that's not like enjoyable or relaxing, but
No,
I think
it's boring.
to
It's
yeah,
fucking
like that's what
boring.
I'm saying. To you it's boring, but to a lot of people it's not. To a lot of people that's what they enjoy putting on in the background and listening to when it comes to Minecraft. And like for me, I find Etho enjoyable to watch because of that. It's not the loud, it's not the like he's not trying to make jokes or anything like that. He's just playing Minecraft, you know, like it's very simple.
That's just
I think
just
that,
lazy shit though. That
but
is
it's
just
it,
such arse.
but the thing but the
I
thing
hate that
is
stuff.
but the thing is
I could do that and put no effort in.
but the thing
and
is
people
it's
would be like,
not
"This is
though.
so
I think that's a naive stance to take, because I actually don't think it is lazy. He still comes up with pretty interesting ideas, and he plays the game in a very different way to most people play, I would say. Like
I've not
the general
seen him
people
do
play.
anything like truly amazing in
And-
like a
and
long time. Like at least with B Below, he's like really good at building. He's like an amazing builder. I may not like give a fuck about how he acts anymore, but he's still a great builder. What is
Yeah.
it that Etho even does? Like he doesn't have a speciality anymore. He used
I
to be
mean-
the guy who like kind of knew Redstone, but now like everyone knows Redstone.
But I think I don't think you necessarily need to be the best at something just to be.
No, but
Just to be
I need
popular
something
and
to like
interesting.
watch it for.
But
But he's not even
that's the
interesting
thing.
though.
That's
He's not.
the thing.
He doesn't have a speciality, and he isn't interesting.
No, but
He's just kind of like generic person.
Yeah, see, that's
talking.
that's where your opinion is, right? Because I find his personality and like watching his videos to be quite engaging. Like I actually enjoy the way he like listening to the way he talks about like solving issues or whatever it is, you know. I find that like a bit more engaging than other people. So I feel like we have a differing opinion here, you know. And I think in some ways he can be overrated. I think definitely more recently, I think in the past sort of year, I think he's been pandered to a lot about the fact that he's like you know, a veteran and whatever. But I wouldn't say it's like it. I wouldn't say it comes from him or anything like that. Like it's usually from other people around him.
Oh yeah, no. It's other people regarding him. That's why I said that he would probably agree.
Yeah.
Because he's always been incredibly popular, and I've never seen like. I don't get why, because even in the Mindcrack days, I think he was the highest sub count, most viewed person in Mindcrack.
Yeah,
and
probably.
he was just background noise. Like he did back then he actually did do some cool like builds and shit. But he wasn't funny, and I don't consider him entertaining. And he had so much more views than people like BWO and Good and Badge and Vintage Beef and all the people that actually like were interesting to me. And he just kind of uploaded videos, didn't bother putting in effort to the thumbnail, no editing at all really. And back then that was kind of normal though. But he just came across as like everybody loves this guy in kind of like a. I started to believe it was ironic. I started to think that these Etho fans ironically love him, but no, they genuinely do, and I don't see why, because I see a billion Ethos out there, and there's not many BWOs.
Yeah, see, I kind of tend to disagree with that. I think yes, he was a lot more influential and had like a lot more revolutionary ideas, I guess, early on, but I wouldn't say he's run of the mill necessarily. I guess like he still makes some cool builds and does some interesting redstone projects and things.
For me, he's like what's in the middle of a tier list? What letter is that? Is it like S, A? It's like B,
like
right?
a C or something, right? I don't know.
C. Yeah, to me, he's like a C. I don't hate him personally. I think he seems alright.
Yeah.
He's not like a pedo or anything. I just don't think his videos are good at all, and I think he has way too much. I don't even know what the word is. Dick sucking for someone who, that in my opinion, is like is C tier.
Yeah. I mean, hey, that's fair enough. I mean, that's the good thing about YouTube and the good thing about Minecraft is like there are so many different creators and so many different people out there that you can pick and choose who you like, and that's you know, that's ideal especially when it comes to this. I mean, there's always going to be people you don't enjoy their content or whatever it is, but there's always going to be people that you do enjoy their content, so it's, you know.
I don't enjoy his content for like the complete opposite reason. I dislike someone like Skeppy's content. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's a completely
he's like
different
the complete
reason.
polar opposite.
Yeah.
And I prefer in the middle. I prefer people that are funny, actually good at the game and talented in some way, and like impressive into something. Like I don't want to really want to watch a video and be like, I could do this better. And a lot of the times with Etho, I'm like, I could probably build this in a better way.
See, the thing is, like,
I could make this video funnier and more entertaining.
He's not necessarily. I feel like his like his style of building and his style of video is like not catered to you, and it's not
definitely not.
not directed at you, I guess. And I think you approach things very different to how he does. So I guess you're just very different people in the end, I guess.
Yeah, because I don't watch BWO, but like again, he is good at building. It's not my particular like preferred building style. I think he goes, his builds are like too big and I don't even know what the word for it is, but you know what I mean. Like I think it's the gradients that throw me off with his stuff, like his more recent stuff.
I think I've been enjoying B-dubs a lot more recently with his. I think he's been building some pretty cool stuff and some pretty fun stuff, and like I think he makes his videos pretty entertaining now. Like I mean, he always, I feel like, has made some pretty entertaining. I
stopped watching him a long time.
I think he's been making some pretty entertaining videos as of recently. He's a bit silly and like can tread the line between a bit annoying, but I feel like he's not like the Green kind of annoying where it's like a lot of yelling or something like that, you know. Which like I can tolerate Green as well, but it's
okay. Everything I said about Etho, I could probably apply to Green, but much worse. I dislike Green far more. I think I think Etho isn't annoying. He's just kind of meh. He's like rice. He's like overpriced rice. Graham is like shit curry sauce all over that rice. He's an annoying, pretentious like asshole. I've seen like some of his videos. He's like, actually, you can't build like this. There's a very specific set of rules to building. You can't combine these blocks. He thinks he's fucking Bob Ross of Minecraft. He's not even that good of a builder. BWO. Imagine being like a cocky Minecraft builder in a server where BWO shows you up in every single aspect.
Yeah,
like
I think in Green's case, I think his best asset is like his his personality in the way he can like bring people together on like a storyline and stuff. That's his biggest asset. But when it comes to other things, I feel like he's not great. And
no,
yeah. But I mean, hey, that's again, he's got more, like I think maybe the second most amount of subs on that Hermitcraft server.
That just says it all, doesn't it? The two most subbed people on there. I'm just like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah,
Wait, is Etho can't be the most subbed. Someone else is, right?
It's
Mumbo or something.
Mumbo, yeah, I think it's Mumbo.
Yeah, of course it's Mumbo.
But anyway, that being said, it is interesting to have the biggest creators, like essentially some of the biggest creators and most influential in the past, present, whatever, creators coming back to a niche that we are very prevalent in. I think that's a very interesting situation that is now on us, and I think it's interesting. I think there's been a lot of discussion about what's going to happen or what's happening or whatever like that, and I don't
think much will happen.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
I'm worried. I don't want anything to happen, and I don't think anything will happen. Is kind of how I am. I don't think their fans will probably be like, ooh, old Minecraft, this is shit, and not really watch anything else. You might get, maybe a few will be like, a few of the older viewers, probably people that have been watching Etho for like 10 years and BWO for since Minecraft days, they'll be like, oh, this is nostalgic, and then they'll go post like shitty Herobrine pics on Golden Age Minecraft or whatever. But I don't think I don't think much will change. And I don't want it to change because they will, like, Hermitcraft fans will not like good content. So I don't want them to see my shit because I'll just get annoying comments like, that joke is too offensive. I'm used to listening to baby TV presenters play Minecraft. That's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about the Hermitcraft fans more than them playing it because I've seen Hermitcraft fans. They have that very that Twitter stan mentality where they're just obsessed with Hermitcraft, but they also turn against Hermitcraft no matter what. Like, I remember seeing it with Doc. Doc said something about being he said like he was a lesbian or something. Shitloads of people I saw were giving him hate. They made like hate accounts towards Doc M77, someone who they previously fucking kissed the ass of just because he made a joke about being a lesbian or something.
Yeah, I think that's like, I think the fan base, from my perspective, right? As an outskirts very, very casual enjoyer of some of the members, right? I have no idea. Like, I feel like I don't get exposure to any of that sort of thing, but I can see where you're coming from with, like, the real obsessive ones who make it that it's, like, their whole kind of personality is enjoying Hermitcraft and, like, being the biggest Hermitcraft fan or whatever it is. You know, being super involved in that community. It's fine to be involved in that community, like, in any community, in that community, fine. If that's, like, your space, fine, whatever. But it is, I think, yeah, like you're saying, like, with the whole Iskall thing as well, where, you know,
oh god,
that, like, the speed at which things can turn around and, like, turn, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of those Hermitcraft members are, like, almost scared of their fan base, you know, like, worried that as soon as they step out of line, someone could say something to them and, like, everything would fall apart, you know, like, I wouldn't be surprised. It's it's definitely an interesting, you know, fan base. It's kind of like the Dream, like you mentioned earlier, the Dream stands, you know, like they can go a bit too far, and it's almost like that parasocial relationship as well, where they're projecting their own kind of thoughts and emotions onto these people that they don't know, who just, like, make Minecraft videos, you know.
It's kind of like, it's like the Dream fan base are like 13-year-old girl kind of stands, where they both do the same as the Hermitcraft fans, but the Hermitcraft fans are more like mid-20s to early 40s Tumblr user kind of fans. But they both have that, like, annoying Twitter stan culture where they're just obsessed with shit. And I think it's not the majority for all of them, but I think for some of those Hermitcraft members, they have the majority of those fans. And god, they're fucking annoying. And the worst thing about Hermitcraft fans, in my opinion, like, forget all the like the cringy, like, drawing porn of Grey and fucking people in the ass or whatever, all that creepy shit. The worst thing about Hermitcraft fans is they think Hermitcraft have invented literally everything. If Hermitcraft does it, they're the first people to ever do it. And that really annoys me, because I know it's not true, but because they're a bigger force, they're a fucking military.
They are massive.
It's what they say kind of becomes, like, public knowledge. Like, oh, BWO invented gradients, and iSchool invented sexual affairs online, and Grayan invented the Evo series concept, which just is not true. I see a lot of that. Grayan invented the whole Minecraft evolution shit. He didn't.
Not really.
He didn't. No, he did not. He did not do that. Zisto, I don't know if he was the first, but I'm aware of him, and he did it way before Grayan. I think there was a few other people, but they were, like, smaller YouTubers. I've completely forgotten their fucking name. So that's what annoys me with Hermitcraft fans, is they kind of credit Hermitcraft for everything, because they're kind of dumb and don't, and they're not aware of the other, like, portion of history. They probably think Hermitcraft invented ultra hardcore because Vintage Beef is in it. Well, that's not true. It was Minecraft. He was in Minecraft at that point. Minecraft invented it.
I think
that's what really annoys me.
I think I don't really have a problem with Hermitcraft at all, and any of the members in there. I think it's mainly a problem with the fans and, like, the fan base around it. And I think personally there's potential for some growth, and if people, I think there's potential to capitalize on some exposure, and I think it's okay to have people come in, and even if it is that Hermitcraft stan fan base coming in, I think that is okay. As much as it's annoying, I think it is okay, and I think after some time, you'll be left with the ones that actually care and aren't a pain in the ass. You'd hope, I think that's. I think that's what you'll be left with after time. Initially it might be a problem, but after some time, I think it'll settle and whatever.
Thankfully, I don't think the kind of humorous Hermitcraft, the stan kind of Hermitcraft fans would give a fuck about old Minecraft. And
I don't think they would stick around very long.
Who's that one annoying cunt in their videos? I watched Etho's one, and he was playing it with some, like, annoying dude who sounded like the typical kind of Redditor. He was like, "Oh my god, this is it Smallish Beans?
Oh yeah,
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Is that a dude? I can't
He's
fucking tell.
he's been around since like beta. I'm pretty sure, like alpha and beta. I think he's been making.
He's
videos
annoying as
since then.
shit. I was watching that video and he was just oh, this feature sucks.
Yeah,
this feature
I
sucks.
feel like
Now,
he's
I
like
complain about stuff too.
he's very sarcastic.
But when I'm yeah, but it's just like constant. Oh, this sucks. This fucking sucks. It's like, yeah, shut the fuck up. You're choosing to play this version. Like, I have a series playing modern. I famously hate modern, but when I'm playing it, I'm not constantly talking about wow, this feature sucks.
That's something. That's something interesting about like this whole dynamic. Is usually it's like people from our community being like, oh, this is why I don't like modern. This is why I don't like modern. But this is them, literally all of them being like, wow, this really sucks. Like the whole time, really like shitting on. Something that we enjoy, it's kind of interesting.
Because they can't build automatic farms that do everything for them.
yeah.
That's what Hermitcraft specializes in.
I saw one of them was like
farms.
couldn't because obviously back in the beta before the tall grass was added, they like you had to hoe the grass directly, and like it'd have a like 10% chance of giving you seeds or something like that. And like they're just screaming and yelling like, how do I get seeds? How do I get seeds? And it's like, oh my god, that's such a terrible mechanic. It's like, oh my god, relax, dude. It's an old version, right?
I don't understand how that's a terrible mechanic though. It gives an extra use to that hoe.
Yeah.
You have to make the hoe to get the seeds. How is it much different from just? In fact, it's easier to get seeds than smashing tall grass because there's more grass.
Yeah, you can just hoe everywhere, and the grass grows back like straight away.
Yeah, exactly. Like how is that? That's what I don't get. They complain about anything that's old just because it's different.
To be fair,
and,
all right.
That annoys the fuck
to
out
be
of
fair, I think as well, it's the first. I mean, they've only made one video. They've only clearly had like one real recording session or whatever. Pending, it depends. There's a lot of things that it depends on, right? Like it depends on, I think, the initial video is them being like, oh my god, look at how different it is. Everything's so different. Like it's the gimmick is that everything's old and different, right? Maybe then the next video it won't be that, right? Like that's what I'm thinking.
No, next video would be next video would be them complaining about inventory management. That's what it'd be.
Maybe.
Oh my god, food doesn't stack. I can't believe it. Oh my god.
I think I already heard people complaining about that. But what I mean is though, like the gimmick of the fact that it's like just old versions wear off, and it'll become like, oh, this is what because they're updating, right? They're updating each episode. It'll become
the sooner they get out of beta, the better.
it'll become hey, like this is what we're getting, this is what we're gaining, rather than oh, this is what we don't have, this sucks sort of thing, which I think will be better.
You know what I hope? I hope with this series they play beta for a little bit. They get to 1.0 and then they're like, what the fuck is this shit? Oh my god, I miss not having hunger. I miss all this like stuff. I hope they sort of start realizing, wait a minute, beta was a lot better than this shit we're now in.
That would be
Most
interesting.
Evo series end around that point because they're just like, it's people that want to play beta, but they're like, oh, I'll do a twist where I go through the updates. So then they get to the updates 1.0 and they're like, oh fuck, now I'm stuck in this shitty version.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing won't be the hunger. I think it'll be the like enchanting. I think that'll be the biggest thing that they'll be annoyed about because you have to be at like level 50.
I forgot about that. Yes.
But I think I do think that the attitude will shift pretty quickly from being like, oh no, like this sucks to oh, this is like kind of fun, Like I think the attitude will shift pretty quickly.
Depends what their fans think.
I am interested.
To their fans.
I am interested to see what the how rapidly they update, because to me it makes more sense for them to stick in older versions that little bit longer than they will, the later versions that have been more recent. Like it'll be interesting to see how they update, and whether they spend any like more than just one episode in each version, because obviously as we know, beta 1.7.3 there's a lot more to it than just the surface level stuff you'd find, and I wonder if they're gonna utilize any of that stuff. I don't know. It's interesting. I think to me it's kind of an exciting opportunity to see what bigger creators and more specifically like a bigger group as well. Like, there's obviously been singular big creators that have done stuff, but maybe not so much in a big group like this, which I think is interesting, especially to us in our situation as a group. That
I'm more just worried about how it affect my motivation to even bother with like beta YouTube, depending on where it goes. Now, I don't think it will change anything, but there is that slight chance that suddenly it's all fucking ruined because Hermitcraft played it. And
why would it be ruined?
Well, I mean, like, the communities. Like, if the Golden Age subreddit gets an influx of like those annoying fucking Hermitcraft fans and all that modern shit, if I feel like I could predict that soon the subreddit would just be like memes of how bad old Minecraft is.
See, I don't think that would be the case. I think
there's a chance.
I don't think that would be the case. I think anybody who is going to be posting about old Minecraft are the people who are like in the Golden Age subreddit are people I'd hope are people that are more interested. I think what you will see is more of an influx of people posting, what should I build here, and like that sort of thing. How do I play beta Minecraft? How do I do this? How do I do that? You're going to see like 10 times more of that post. That's what's going to be a little bit annoying, is you're going to see 10 times more of that post, but I don't think you're going to see people like bagging on beta or anything like that, because like, why would you bother posting in it just like shitting on a community that's going to outnumber you, like, why would you do that?
Well, they take it personally. They're like, wait, people play old versions? This is outrageous. Fuck these people.
Yeah, but like, I feel like they'd be more likely to post that in their own community, right? Not like where they're going to get validation, not where they're going to get huge pushback for posting something like that, like I think what you're more going to find is people posting a lot more of the mundane, boring stuff that we see already,
yeah.
which I think is fine. I like, it's annoying, and it makes it so that the subreddit is probably a bit harder to be in, because you're just sifting through like even more kind of
I already
mundane
avoid it,
comments,
to be honest. Like,
mundane
it's been
posts.
shit for a few like a year now.
Yeah,
because I go on and it's like just the most unoriginal like recreation of the Herobrine picture.
Yeah. But I don't think that's ever going to change at this point. Like, that's just going to be how it is always. That's the problem.
Yeah, I don't.
And
I think I've kind of separated from that place.
Yeah,
it
so
was
I
like
think
the only subreddit I ever used. It was the only reason I had a Reddit account, and it's not. I don't care about it anymore, because it's not people that do anything interesting in beta, and it's not people that really care about beta. It's people like, oh, this is a fun niche. Let me recreate Herobrine's picture. That no one's done that before. Oh, fuck, it's scary. Ooh.
Yeah. So I think I don't think. Yeah, I think the Reddit will change, and that's just what's gonna happen. I think, like, in terms of like, in terms of YouTube, like, and communities, like, I think we were talking about this in the Back to Beta Discord, that, like trying to gatekeep or gatekeeping, like, old Minecraft or communities in old Minecraft is like kind of lame and cringe. Like,
I want to gatekeep my community.
Gatekeep who you spend time with and like who you're playing with, and you can gatekeep like people in your own community. That's fine.
Like, I don't particularly give a fuck about the old Minecraft community in itself. Like, it could be overrun by like morons for all I care. But what I really do care about is my own like community and people who watch my videos. And I think one thing that would stop me bothering with YouTube is if like if I realized, wow, the people who watch my videos do not understand me and are fucking annoying. I think that would put me off. Which is why that's the whole reason I'm even like slightly bothered about the whole shit, is because there's a slight chance that my this won't happen, because they'll probably turn off my videos as soon as I say retard. But I think I care a lot about the type of people that watch my videos and less about the majority,
white people.
Like the amount. I would rather have 10 people watch my videos that I enjoy interacting with and like seeing their comments than like 10,000 like fucking idiots that just say the same generic, bro does this, bro.
Yeah, and that's fine. Like, I think if you're aiming to have a community like that, you can have a community like that, like, I don't think if you want a community like that, you can build a community like that. That's
kind of what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's not
Discord
unreachable.
is private.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like it's It's not like an influx of people. Yes, they might come and like ruin it for a little bit, but the only ones that are going to stay are the ones who actually are interested in what you have to say or whatever, you know, like it's all a matter of time, you know, like if there is a huge influx of these people that aren't your demographic or people you would enjoy watching your videos, yes, they might watch for a bit, but then, you know, they're eventually going to drop off if they're not the kind of people that you're interested in having. That will rub off, you know. That's what I think.
I'm also one thing. There's a few things. Another thing is, what if Hermitcraft? Well, they're not Hermitcraft. What if the Hermitcraft people in their beta series do something, and that takes away from do something that we've already done, and then they get all this fucking credit for it, and we're just like left with blue balls.
That is something that I thought about. I like something that I had a bit of a think about. That would annoy me as well. If some way somehow one of them were to be like, oh my god, look what I discovered all on my own, and it's like deadly and it's deadly dirt blocks 3x3 nether portal, I would be fuming, you know, like that is
yeah, I would be mad.
Like if it's something they're taking out of the community, you know.
This I don't think this has 100% been done before, but I did see they did their own Mount Beta kind of thing.
I did see a couple of people had done something like that, yeah. The Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, I don't know. I when I first built that place, I wasn't aware of anyone ever doing that before, so I'm not going to say that I invented that. But the fact they've done it in beta is like,
I mean, it's pretty funny.
I don't really give a fuck. It's like whatever, just build whatever you want. But it's almost like, imagine if it was something like that, but with something that we actually did that was original.
Actually cared
and then
about
suddenly
that was original,
it's like, oh my god, Etho invented another redstone contract that someone else made before him.
What I would hate is for, like, if there was an influx of people, you know, and they come to us and go, oh, you guys are just like copying off, you know, these guys.
God,
like, you guys have started a server and just copy off there. It's like, luckily for us, we've been doing it for a long time, so it's like there is evidence to say that we have been, you know, we've been there long, like predating this blow up, you know, but you know,
I've been doing alpha videos since 2013, so
exactly, like it is
my alpha series predates Zistos and Grian's Evo one, so I guess I could pretend it's an Evo one.
Yeah, but like it is something that would be annoying to have people saying that, but I think again, like, it is potentially inevitable for those kind of comments, you know, and that's like, you almost have to expect that. And this is assuming that there even is any blow up. Like, if there is literally nothing that happens,
probably not.
You know, like, and I think, honestly, most likely there will be not much.
No, I don't think the type of people that watch that shit would not give a fuck. And that's with the gatekeeping stuff. I kind of agree, but it depends who you're gatekeeping against, in my opinion. If because I don't like Hermitcraft fans, I'm totally for like gatekeeping my community. I wouldn't say gatekeep old Minecraft. That's some pussy shit. Like that, I don't own old Minecraft, and that's like whatever. They can do that. But I would rather gatekeep my community from other communities I dislike. But like, say if like the Yogscast went back and played beta, that'd be totally fine. I like the Yogscast community. They seem like normal people. I don't see them doing weird shit.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing though. Like, this is of my opinion, is that like, if you're gatekeeping, gatekeeping a certain kind of community, yes, there is like a vocal minority, like, it might even be a vocal majority.
Vocal minority. I'm thinking Kanye West.
I'm thinking there might actually be like the vocal minority, are the ones that are like what you see and think are like.
In some cases, that's true.
Hang on, let me finish my point. Right.
Okay.
Let me finish
my
point. I think in Hermitcraft's case, personally, I think that it is a vocal minority that is like very obsessive. It's similar to Dream. I think there's a vocal minority of people that are like the super fan stans, right? But I think a vast majority are like similar to me, where it's like you just kind of watch it in passing now and again, and you know, you wouldn't say you're a big fan, but you wouldn't say you hate them or whatever. You know, like I feel like that's where the majority of people who watch this kind of content comes from, and they're the kind of silent people that would you know, that might potentially check out, you know, if I'm putting myself in the perspective of like a casual Hermitcraft fan who doesn't watch or, you know, play beta, the potential for me to go, oh, maybe I'll give it a try. It's like, that's an interesting idea. Like, let me try it out. The potential for that, I think, is a lot bigger than the potential for like the super stans, like you said earlier, who are like much more obsessed with modern Minecraft and like the current Hermitcraft sort of thing, right? And I think gatekeeping those people could lead to missing out. Like, you know, if you treat those people terribly, if they're just trying to come into the community and see what it's about, you know, I think in a lot of cases there is potential to miss out on people who are genuinely good people and even revolutionary people, you know, like you could have the next, you know, Deadly Dirt Block come along, you know, like that's what I'm thinking.
Oh no,
like,
definitely gatekeep it.
Definitely gatekeep it. But you know, that's what I'm saying. You know,
I definitely get what you're saying, and I have considered that. To me, it entirely depends on how much I give a fuck about missing out on the potentially good people. Now, I'm not actually gonna gatekeep shit because I don't think this would ever happen anyway. Like, I'm not gonna actually act upon. I'm not gonna bother. You can't even gatekeep it. How the fuck are you gonna gatekeep your YouTube channel? It's kind of impossible. Like, people will just watch your shit no matter what.
Yeah.
So I'm not actually gonna do any of this shit. However, I am totally. I totally would find if there was a way to like flag people with a history of weird stan mentality. I totally would if I could.
You like vet their comments, see what they've said before. Yeah.
And not even just Hermit Club, just anyone in general. Like any community does that. I think with it's with Hermitcraft's like the community, it's the stan ones are definitely vocal minority, but there's also like the majority. I'm not too big of a fan of either, to be honest. They're kind of a lot of them are like the standard. They're not like bad people or anything, but they're just not. They're not my people. Is what I'm saying. They're not my people.
Yeah,
they're my people, brother. Is what I'm saying. Yeah,
that's fair enough.
So it's like I wouldn't gatekeep them. But I sure wouldn't pander to them, and if they annoy me, I would tell them to fuck off.
Yeah, that's fair enough, right? Like that's fair enough. Yeah, I think in any case, it's interesting that there are these big creators that are coming back to old Minecraft, and I guess there's
to be Yogscast.
There is potential. Well, here's the thing, you know, like they're going back to old Minecraft. Potentially, Yogscast might get inspired by that. There you go, Ryan. There could be some good in it, you know. Like you never know what's going to happen. I think it is a very like the potential for things to happen here is like there's a lot of different things that could happen, and there's a lot of things that just might not happen. Like maybe nothing will happen, you know. It's just an interesting thing to think about, and yeah, I think it's just interesting.
You know what it is? I fucking hate kids. I think that's it. I think that it all boils down to the fact that I really don't like kids. and a lot of Minecraft fans are kids. That's a fact.
That's just the
fact. I feel like a lot of old Minecraft fans aren't kids. Now there is there's more kids that are fans of old Minecraft than you would expect. It's kind of weird.
Yeah,
the versions are older than them. I'm shocked. I was shocked by that.
I'm always surprised by that. Age. Yeah, I'm always surprised by like it makes sense that a lot of them would be around our age, I guess. But I am surprised at how many are like a lot younger than us as well. Who
that surprised me. I was
like I'm nowhere near around the age to have potentially played it, you know.
Yeah, they were probably 1 or 2 when Minecraft, like they were probably born 2010, around 2010. They're like 15 maybe, or they were born later. Hell, they were probably born like 2013. That's a surprising amount. A few of them.
There are like everything. There's a spectrum of you know annoying kids and not kids. You know, like there. I've met kids who are annoying. And kids who are not, you know, like that, you know, it's again that kind of that spectrum of like what do you do in that situation when there's
I don't want any kids to watch me, to be honest. Like even if they're not annoying, my content isn't made for kids, and I don't want any of those my son grew up to be a school shooter because he didn't understand your jokes. I don't want any of that shit. I think if you're under, I'd say under the age of maybe 16 or 18, just don't watch my videos. Or at least don't tell me you're a child, because then I'll be like, that's weird. Why are you watching a grown man talk about like fucking animals in a Minecraft series? I don't know. To me, that's weird. Like, even if they're annoying, like the annoying ones, I would rather like just go away. But the ones that aren't annoying, if you're gonna like I kind of want them to stay, because like they haven't annoyed me so far. But at the same time, it's like I don't make videos for kids, and your parents.
I don't know though.
It depends
like,
how young we're talking.
You
like,
think
if,
about,
like,
you
I
think
think
about
like 9-year-olds.
But you think about like old YouTube. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like that a lot of that content was not like what you would call now kids content. You know.
Oh, definitely. Well, there wasn't even a concept of that. They just
Yeah,
kind of made
it's
whatever
just
they
people
want.
making whatever they
thought-
want. Yeah.
It was kind of like they used to make videos for them and their friends, and then
Yeah.
other people watched.
Yeah,
That's what it was
exactly.
like. They watched usually they made videos for people like them, and didn't even consider the fact that little kids would be watching. Yeah, I don't think anyone under the age of 10 should be watching my videos, to be honest. I'm usually like super for like, yeah, kids should be able to play GTA. Why the fuck not?
Yeah.
But it depends how young. Like, I don't think a 10-year-old should be watching my shit just because I find it creepy.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily give a fuck about them like swearing. Like, who gives a fuck if it?
Yeah, who
I think it's
cares?
hilarious when a 5-year-old is saying "fuck you, bitch."
Yeah.
I think that's funny. I don't exactly care about that. It's more that I just feel weird uploading a video with that shit in,
Thinking that there's,
knowing
like-
that kids will see it.
Yeah, and I think that like you're actually hitting on something that I feel like could relate to the whole you know, hermit crafters mindset.
I think,
know?
yeah, definitely.
Like they might want to be their old selves, but it is inevitable and impossible for them to just cater to
That
an
is part
audience
of
that
it.
isn't kids, you know. Like you know, it's
Yeah.
kind of not in a partial way not their fault. They're almost bound by it in a way, and like they probably feel just as weird about it, you know. It's like it's not something every human being can just adjust to, I feel like.
I think it's.
to me
I'm never
personally,
going to change to appeal to the kids, but it's such a fucking shame that we lost someone as funny as B-dubs to it.
yeah. To me,
was
I feel like
hilarious.
I don't really ever really think about that side of things. I feel like I don't really think
Yeah.
too in depth about the people who watch me or anything like that. Like my focus is I'm trying to make interesting content, and I don't know, I feel like for me personally, I feel like I haven't really found a spot where I'm super comfortable in my own space, like creating videos, you know. Like I feel like I'm still not, even after this like a long time, I feel like I'm still not entirely comfortable 100%, you know. And it's for me, I feel like before I can even think about like who I'd even care to have watch my videos, you know, it's kind of like I'm okay with anyone watching if they enjoy it, you know.
Yeah.
While I'm trying to create stuff that I think is interesting or enjoy or whatever, you know. I think yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. But yeah, for me, it's like I'd never change to appeal to the kids. I wouldn't be like, oh, stop. It's not. I wouldn't be like cast when they realized they had kids, they stopped saying fuck as much.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. It wouldn't affect me in like how I make videos.
Yeah.
But I'll be like, God, why can't the people watching just be like the people I want to watch?
Yeah.
Like,
see, here's the thing. Like when it comes to something like swearing, like I feel like when I rewatch like a clip of me recording or something, and if it has like just unnecessary excessive like swearing in it, I don't really care about swearing. I don't really care at all.
I don't care.
But it's like,
in fact, I'm pro swearing.
But sometimes when I rewatch myself doing it, like it sounds very like unintelligent, and like I'm not getting my point across at all interestingly, and maybe that's potentially partially a like to do with the culture I've been brought up in Australia. But I don't know. I don't want to get into that. But it's, I think it's something that like I'm like it's if it's something that's unnecessary, like I think swearing is fine and can be used very effectively for comedy and like to make a point. And I feel like I like to preserve my swearing for that in a way. Like
that's what that's something I've been aware of for ages, and I try and do, but it's impossible because swearing is just like how I talk.
How you talk,
like
yeah.
I don't even think about it. I would use like fucking for like, I'd be like, oh, and then I fucking did this.
Yeah,
because that's just
yeah.
how people I grew up with talked, and that's how I talk. And I'm aware that it's saying fuck and shit is a lot. Like I don't say it to be funny, but you could say it to be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just something I say. To me, it's just a part of my vocabulary that I learned at school.
Yeah. See, I feel like for me, like in my day-to-day life, it definitely is. Like I will say it constantly. Like a very different. I feel like to when I'm on, like sitting down, I want to record something. I want to be like articulate. I want to get my point across. So like when it comes to swearing, I'm like that's not part of the vocabulary I want to use when I'm trying to be articulate. But like at the same time, it does have its place where I'm like, that's funny to use it then, or like it has its place. But yeah, I find it hard to find that balance entirely sometimes.
Well,
it's not for me. Sorry, hang on. For me, it's not entirely. For me, it's not at all influenced by like thoughts of like who would be watching or anything like that, and I don't think I ever would be that as well. Like I wouldn't like if I was putting together a video and there was a point where there was just some excessive swearing that fit the comedic timing or vibe of the video, like there was no way I'm cutting it because it's funny, right? Like it has its place definitely.
The swearing part for me, I don't give a fuck if a 5-year-old watches my videos because I swear. For me, what I don't want to happen is that kids are a little dumb, right? And a lot of my jokes are based around really sarcasm.
Huh?
Oh, they are so dumb. Kids are pretty dumb and they can't pick up on stuff. Yeah. And a lot of my jokes are sarcasm or based around like irony, which kids can't pick up on. Yeah. And what would annoy me, not just because they won't understand it. They would either think I'm being serious and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be I love Hitler, and then be like, they grow up to be like Hitler thing, or they take offense to it and I have to deal with their stupid comments like, oh my god, you don't like gay people?
Like,
you
dude,
said that. It's like, it's not fucking serious, you absolute spastic.
Yeah.
Like,
and the funny
that's what annoys me with
the funny thing is like, it's not just kids who do that. There's adults who are like that, and it's like, dude, how can you not pick up on my sarcasm? It's clearly a joke. Oh yeah.
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of like dumb adults on my videos. Sorry if you're watching, but there's some of them that are like, I think they think that I'm like a massive Trump supporter or something, and that's like not true at all. I believe it or not, this is shocking to some people. I'm actually like fairly left wing, almost incredibly left wing, to the point where like I'm like classic left wing. I'm not one of these fucking
that's the problem.
People that
it's extremist now. No matter what you say, everyone's just going to assume you're an extremist of that kind.
Well, I don't even really agree with the sides. I just say left wing because I feel like that sums it up more. But like, I don't agree with everything other people that say they're left wing are, and that's why it's all like.
That's why it's all fucked up right now. It's like you need to be
fucked up. It's like,
I'm very middle wing. What does that even mean?
Two people who are right wing will be arguing with each other, and one of them at some point will try and claim the other one is a lefty.
Literally, you know what I think?
You're both right wing. You just have disagreements.
You know what I think?
It's too broad of a side.
Yeah, exactly. We need to introduce left and right breast. I think that's you're either left wing, right wing, or you're left breast, right breast. I think that's the way to go.
Because it's just saying right wing covers too broad of a spectrum to the point where most of the people in the right wing don't even agree with each other.
Absolutely, and they will just put you like as soon as you say what political side you're on, you're just instantly put on the very end of that spectrum. Like there's no nuance anymore. It's really annoying. That's why I don't like talking about politics.
the fact I could be considered right wing just because I make like dark jokes and believe in like I really believe in like freedom of speech. I fucking hate.
Yeah.
I really hate corporations.
Yeah.
That
just makes you
I'm
like
not
a right wing
fan,
extremist Nazi.
Yeah,
like.
I'm not a big fan of religion, and that those things make me left wing. But because I say like retard, that done. I guess I'm a fucking massive Trump supporter.
Literally.
Even though I'm British and could not give a single fuck about American politics, like at all.
In fact, honestly,
but,
the best thing about American politics is just laughing at it from a distant country.
Yeah. I love it. Oh my god, I love it when you see those arguments, especially when you're in them or like you're like talking in them and you get accused of being like, "Oh, you're a Trump supporter, aren't you?" It's like,
dude, I'm from the country, dude. Like,
I voted for him. How old was I when I would have been 2016? Yeah, I would have been 14 and in Britain when Trump first got elected.
Yeah, you're right.
I voted for Trump. I'm a massive Trump supporter.
Me and Trump, we go way back. Great guy, wonderful guy, Trump.
Like, I don't particularly care if someone is left wing or right wing. I don't think that inherently makes someone a bad person. I will say I don't agree with a lot of right wing takes and think they're fucking stupid. And usually, like, a lot of them like go back to like dumb, religious, out of date opinions. But I don't really care. What I do think is stupid is whether you're left wing and right wing and absolutely worship politicians of any kind.
There is no
if you're a Trump supporter, a rabid Trump supporter, if you're like a massive fucking Biden fan, something's wrong with you.
And this is what I'm saying.
Why
this is what I'm saying. Like,
either of these people.
Oh no, there should be no trust. Oh my god, we haven't dude the Epstein file. Have you heard about all the Epstein shit that's going on?
Yeah.
They're literally like covering it up like nothing happened. It's like, guys, what the fuck? You've literally said a year ago when you were running for president how bad everything was in the Epstein files. They're going to be released. It's such a big deal, and now all of a sudden,
the first time around as well.
I know it's crazy, but it's crazy that both sides do this. You know, it's like it's actually like a raw, corrupt system. It's fucked.
They're two sides of the same dollar.
But that's the thing.
That's
like, I just don't
the dollar.
like. There's no nuance in politics anymore, like at all. It's not a nuanced thing.
They have to go to extremes to try make the other side look worse.
Exactly. They have to one up each other and like shit on each other heaps. Like it's crazy.
Yeah. I loved the whole Hillary and Trump kind of era because
all the debates and they're just yelling at each other.
I'll be totally honest. I didn't know who Donald Trump was until he started running for thing. I didn't even know who Hillary was, to be honest. Like, it's American politics, and I wasn't aware of either of them. I didn't even know Trump was the dude in Home Alone for like ages. But what I love about that is like the people supporting Hillary were like, oh yeah, she loves women. She's such a left wing advocate and stuff. And it's like, no, she's arguably just as fucked up as Trump. Honestly, she's just a lot. I think was it Hillary Clinton didn't support gay marriage until 2013,
and there's clips about it,
which
all.
was like a few. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. She is just as bad.
But the thing about these politics,
typical
right?
American conservative.
The thing about these politicians is they will say just about anything to get elected, right? Like there are clips
people believe it.
Yeah, there are clips of like every politician saying the exact opposite of what they like supposedly believe in now. You know, like they will chip and change, which. Again, like I think you know, in real life, you know, as a normal human being, your opinions can be changed and swayed, right? And I think that's fine and fair. But it is very funny that they won't even acknowledge the fact that in the past they believe something and now don't. You know, like that's the crazy thing is like that it's all just an act. It's all just show. It's ridiculous stuff.
I can't believe it's taken this long for the people who are diehard Trump supporters to realize that he's full of shit. Like what he's done with the Epstein files.
Yeah, what's going on there, man?
He's done that with like basically
I
everything he's ever promised. He's like trying to claim that it's all made up by the other side.
But it's
he's done that a billion times about everything. But suddenly, because it's the Epstein files, people give a fuck. And it's like they've only just realized. Like,
I saw a funny meme that was like if he said it, he didn't mean it. If he meant it, they said it. They've said it all before, and if they haven't, then you know, someone's made it up or made it worse. Like it was something like that. It was pretty funny. But yeah, I don't even know what the point you were making a point when you dipped into politics there, and then I feel like we went on to like a huge rant. I can't even remember what the whole point was about that politics rant in the end.
Hang on, it was like about people. Oh, kids kind of misunderstanding your shit. Oh right, yeah, with swearing. I don't know if this is what the point I was making, but I remember this was a point I wanted to make at some point.
Yeah.
With the swearing stuff. Okay, I've just forgotten what I was gonna say.
Sick, nice. Okay, I think
Oh no, I remembered.
Okay, good.
I remembered. Okay, I remembered. I can still smell crack, by the way.
Yeah, nice.
With my whole aesthetic. And I think it's kind of underappreciated, maybe, or like not really recognized as like a intentional aesthetic.
Yeah.
Is purposely professionally unprofessional. I find unprofessionalism hilarious. I love it when a video fucks up. I love it when like editing fails.
Yeah.
I love it when a build fails. I love it when shit goes wrong.
But it's actually you're putting more effort into making that happen.
Exactly.
It's like it's actually harder to make that happen.
I could make a polished. I could make a super polished, well-made video if I wanted to, but I love the rough kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
This has all gone wrong kind of stuff with my videos.
Yeah.
A lot of the times when I'm recording, I just don't really care because I think it makes for a better video where I'm like, oh fuck, I died again. I think that's way funnier than try-harding and being like, okay, I can't die. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't die. I think it's a lot funnier to open a door and get blown up by a creeper than it is to look like you're good at the game.
Yeah.
And that's something a lot of people on YouTube can't do is look stupid for the sake of entertainment. Which is something I do a lot.
Yeah, you can be stupid and make mistakes, and it's for the entertainment. And like, some people who have half a brain might think that you are really bad at the game, but like most people will be like, oh, he's probably not this. Honestly, a good example of someone who takes that too far, in my opinion, is Good Times with Scar. If you watch a Good Times with Scar video, oh my god, dude, I've
never seen his video.
He's a pretty good builder, right? He makes some pretty cool builds, pretty creative, pretty unique in a way. But something I can't stand is sometimes the way he makes videos. He very much panders to the kids, and that's like
his demographic.
I don't think so. But he will die constantly, like all the time, in like the silliest ways, and he like will scream and yell at like a creeper, and it's like, dude, you've played this game for like longer than most of your audience has been alive, probably, you know. Like you know how to deal with these things, and it's not that. It's like a lot of it is like pad the runtime almost. It's like it's a bit frustrating. Like instead of showing like the building process, he'll like import it, like have a part of his video that's like him panicking about a creeper and then dying and getting his stuff again, which he's shown like a million times, you know. He'll have that instead of him showing his building process, and then when he actually comes to build, it's just, hey, here's what I built in creative, I'm gonna time lapse it to you right now, you know. Like, and it's a shame because I feel like some of his older stuff was good and he did do that better, but I think it can frustrate me in that way.
That's I kind of keep track of everything I've done. Like I try and remember jokes I've done so I don't retell them, because that is something you can think of the same joke twice just because that's how your brain works.
Oh yeah, of course.
And I try very hard not to do that. I think I'm pretty sure I probably have said the same joke unintentionally twice before, just because someone mentions something and then my head automatically goes there.
And we also go to default, and I think as humans as well, you also go to default jokes you know are gonna land and are funny. Anyway, so.
I've reused jokes from I've 100% reused jokes from videos that are private. Like I feel like, oh man, that was a banger joke. I'm gonna reuse this whenever I don't like force it into the video. I just have it in the back of my mind, and when something comes up that
you're like, perfect,
fits that,
I'll say
I'm
that.
like, oh perfect, yeah. That's I've got that joke lined up from 10 years ago. But I purposely, literally, honestly, I have whenever I'm tired or think of a funny joke, I send it to a message myself on Facebook, on my old Facebook account, and I just have like a list of just the most ridiculous shit. Maybe one day I should read out some of the stuff because it goes all the way back to I think 2016. So I should probably read out some of the awful jokes and see if they even make sense or if they just made sense for me at the time. And now I'm like, what?
What does that even mean? I don't even know what that means. Yeah. I have a problem with that all the time. It's like you'll send yourself something and you're like, I don't even know what this means. It made so much sense to me before, but now I have no idea.
With plans with Minecraft builds, I like draw like some lines on a fucking screenshot, and I'm like, wait, what is all this shit?
What is
it's
that?
Been like a week, I don't remember.
Literally.
Yeah. But yeah, with my videos, I do go for the intentionally ignorant. I think that's something people don't misunderstand. That is a huge part of comedy, not just British comedy, but all comedy is intentionally ignorant for funny shit. Like if you watch Bill Burr, do you think he really believes that all the shit he says? No, he's intentionally being ignorant to bring up a topic for a joke.
Yeah, exactly. The way he talks about his relationship with his wife, it's like, dude, he doesn't actually do those things like or say those things. He's not actually that dumb. He's just bringing it up for comedy because it's relatable.
There's some truth in it.
There's some truth in it. Yeah.
But like he's not dumb. He's playing ignorant because it's funny because you know it's wrong.
Absolutely.
And that's why it's funny.
Yeah.
It's not funny if he's like, if you believe him and you don't think and you're not aware of it, you're like, oh my god, he does this, he thinks these things. Like, no, you fucking stupid.
Number one rule of comedy is always explain why it's funny, guys. Just write that down.
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
the best thing to do.
Hang on, hold on. I'm gonna break immersion real quick. Look at that fucking island, Sarai. Have you seen how much clay's over there? On just that tiny fucking sand island.
And it's like floating as well.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's epic.
I just looked over. There's a patch behind it on the land anyway.
Anyway, back to Gory probably already got it.
Yeah, Gory, because this is the back debate. See, this clay is at minus 125,000. if you're interested.
Yep.
You might need that. What was I on about? Yeah, intentionally ignorant, intentionally stupid. There's some people who think I'm like actually really bad at the game, and I kind of have to just say like there is times in my videos where I do die accidentally, but that comes from a fact that I'm not actually trying to.
Yeah, exactly. You're not focused. You're not hyper focused on it. Yeah.
Yeah, what's the penalty? Oh, I respawn in a bed next to the builder and I have to pick my stuff up. All it does is avoid me having to like make bread and shit. It's like
literally, yeah.
Yeah, I die.
If anything, you're actually being smarter because you're saving more resources. Like it's not that hard. And honestly, Minecraft is not a hard game at any stage, really. Like unless you put yourself
in beta, it's not hard in modern.
Unless you put yourself in a position purposefully to make it hard. It doesn't have to ever be hard, right? Like, it's not a hard game.
The only time it's hard is if something catches you off guard. I feel like if you get, like, jump scared by shit.
And like you said, even if something catches you off guard, unless you're in hardcore, it's not a big deal. You can get your stuff back.
Not a big deal. You can get your shit back.
It's really not a big deal. Not a big deal. And especially in old Minecraft, like, even if your stuff all despawns, if you've got like large quantities of like a hard to get item, it's annoying because you have to spend more time grinding for that item. But that's not hard. And like when it comes to items and tools, like, you know, it's not hard to get copious amounts of items and tools.
The worst thing you could lose is probably a stack of obsidian.
Yeah, and that, honestly, yeah. But that's the thing I like about beta as well, is like, because you can't, there's only so much time you can invest in like building up your items. Like, if you lose a pickaxe, you're like, oh, damn, I lost a diamond pickaxe. Whoops. Let me go get 3 more diamonds, I guess.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, in modern, you lose your diamond pickaxe with every single enchantment that you spent 500 hours enchanting on. Like, yeah. Like, if you have the proper setup, it's fine. But, like, it's, you know, you can get it back. It just costs time. But, like, it is a lot more, there is a mentality that it is a lot more frustrating to get that sort of thing back. And I think, yeah, there's been a big shift in the community when it comes to that kind of feeling.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever, in beta, at least I'm back to beta, I don't think I've ever, like, died and lost shitloads of stuff, apart from that one time that you blew me up with TNT. I think that was, like, probably the only time where...
Hey, wait a minute. I blew you up with TNT? What are you talking about?
I can't remember what happened. We both blew each other
We were running around.
TNT,
okay, we were running around.
You blew our stuff up.
Yeah, we were running around my base, and you just showed up randomly and, like, started placing TNT and blowing it up around me while I was, like, systematically placing TNT and blowing it up. And then we were trying to place TNT next to each other and blow it up, and like we were running away from each other, and then you walked in my path as I was like as I placed a TNT and like went to
killed
ignite
me.
it, and I punched it, and you were obviously on like half a heart, so it just like instantly killed you. And because I was like holding down left click, I also ignited the TNT, which then blew everything up. And for some reason as well, it was such a dumb thing. For some reason as well, I like ran in thinking I could grab all your stuff, but obviously my inventory was full from blowing up the terrain. So then it blew up, and because there was a TNT that I'd placed in earlier to actually blow up the terrain, it blew up your stuff and my stuff. Just everything got blown up. It was so good.
I think biggest like dumb moment.
I think that.
I think I still have my view of it.
I think I do too. I think I might have included it in.
You did.
In a video
you included
recently,
it in your
like
video,
2-hour one, right? Yeah. I think as well. There was another time. The only other time is I lost like 5 stacks of glowstone. I think when we went glowstone hunting one time.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's right.
That was the only other time.
Yeah, I remember that now.
But otherwise, I think Otherwise, I don't think I've
lost like random shit, like iron pickaxes and stuff.
I don't think
it's usually when I can get back to my stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think I've ever really lost anything of value that I really cared about. Actually, no, that's a lie. The biggest one. This is actually the biggest one. Those last two, I think, were entertaining because they, it was partially for content as well. The biggest one was you remember this. I was in the process of mining for gold, and I mined an absolute... I think
I was on the server.
You were. I mined an absolute shit ton of gold. I had so much gold. I had so much iron, and I was literally leaving, right? And on our server, I don't know if this is a beta thing or just or our server thing. I'm not actually sure.
Right.
I think it's a server thing, like a beta server thing, where if you dig yourself into a wall, like into a closed off space, and you place gravel and you place gravel on the roof, and it like drops down at your feet, and then you block off the roof, so you're in like your head is in a 1x1 hole.
Yeah.
And then you log out and then log back in. You will teleport to like the closest available air block above you. So generally, like sometimes I don't use this all the time, and I don't use it now for this exact reason. Like sometimes I would use it to get from the bottom of the world to the top of the world, basically, just as like a quick little like way out, so you don't have to mine out, sort of thing. And this one time, and Ryan like just happened to be on the server. I logged out and logged back in, and he literally called me out to. He was like, cheater, because he knew exactly what I was doing. And then I spawned, and I was in a lava pool, and I was like, what are the odds? I was in like a tiny lava pool, and I died and lost everything. And I don't really rage quit. I usually keep a pretty level head, but that was like the closest I reckon I've ever been to rage quitting. I was like, oh, I'm done today. I just spent like 2 hours mining. I was like tired. It was like the end of the day, and I just went home. I just went to bed fuming. I was like, oh my god, I lost so much stuff. Yeah, especially because I remember that. Especially because I'd been mining gold for so long at that point. I was so sick of mining gold. So I was so done with mining gold, and it was like pretty close to the last amount of gold I needed, and I'd made like such a huge dent in it. It was like one of the biggest gold mining sprees I actually had, and I was like, oh, this is gonna make a huge dent, and then I died. I was like, oh my god, I was like, so bad.
I knew you were mining for gold, and then I saw you logging in and logging out, so I was like, cheater. And then as soon as I wrote cheater, it said you would burn to a crisp, and I was like, oh,
that was pretty devastating. I think that you left. I think that honestly,
you left without saying anything.
I know, I know. I was like, I'm so done. And the fact that you said cheater as well, like it was funny. It would have been funny if I hadn't have died, but then I died straight away, and I was like, oh my! I was like, I can't say anything. I'm done. I'm over it. I reckon in all of Minecraft, I think that's probably the worst I've ever the worst event that's ever happened to me, like when it comes to losing items or like being frustrated with the game. What makes it worse is
you weren't even recording. If you were recording, I know, it would have at least been like a funny bit. But
exactly. I could have at least gotten something out of it, but I got literally nothing out of it. Just wasted time, I remember near the start of the server's life, Monster, like it was like early days, like real early days, and Monster in the last block kept saying in the Discord, they kept being like, I lost, another 50 diamonds in lava. And this is back when diamonds obviously meant something, but it was like, I lost another 50 diamonds in lava. And the last block, I remember he was like, I lost like a stack of diamonds the other day. I'm like, what? How are you guys losing diamonds? Like, I've never just
I've never
mindlessly
lost
walked
diamonds, I don't
into
think.
lava. And you know what I think it is, right? This is just a quick
What?
side tangent. Is like I've talked to Monster about this. He like when he mines with his head at y. Well, he mines like with the coordinates at y12, which makes it so that you
Right.
like when you're walking, like when you're strip mining, when you bump into lava, it's like you walk into it basically. Like you walk off a ledge into it. Whereas I mine at Y11, where when I break a block, it exposes the lava and then it would flow into me, right? So that gives you an extra second to be like, oh shit, there's lava there, right? And I feel like that's why I never die in lava, because I mine at Y11 rather than Y12. It may be that fraction less, less efficient, maybe. I doubt it, but.
I always remember it being Y level 12 that was best, but I think because
But that's
the lava.
I think that's the reason is because the way lava generates is why, like the lava pools is why people prefer Y12. But I've always preferred Y11. I think Y11's always been my preferred.
Yeah, I go either 12 or 11. I'm just really careful with where I look when I'm walking.
And honestly,
that usually helps. That's usually a good
and the
tip,
thing
hey, Monster, if you want to tip.
make sure you're looking where you're going. And honestly, I mean, those guys, they would say, oh, like I died strip mining. I've despised strip mining, dude. I'm not a fan of strip mining at all, especially in beta where caving is so much fun and so like I reckon you get so much more out of caving in beta than you do strip mining. So.
I never go strip mining. I rarely go mining at all anymore, to be honest, because I don't really need iron or diamonds. I just need cobble. So most of the mining I do is kind of strip mining, but in a box. Yeah. I just need cobble.
Big quarry.
If I need ore, I think it's easier to find shit in a cave.
Absolutely, it just exposes so much more, and you can just run through. You don't have to worry about mining the blocks around you. You just run through. The good thing about beta is you can press F3 and find the next cave. So it's it's really not that hard.
Caving's fun, and caving's the only time I was playing Minecraft beta. It's the only time I feel like I'm even playing a game. That and the Nether.
Literally,
I feel like most of the time I feel like I'm just oh, this is like Microsoft Paint. I've got
to build this. It's those are the only times the game is at all challenging, and you have to actually think about what you're doing when it comes to
it feels like a game
mechanics.
There's a risk and challenge and shit. It's not just
and you have to
to
do it optimally. You have to kind of prepare for it a little bit,
Yeah. I remember before I joined Back to Beta, this was really early days of Back to Beta, Monster was live streaming. This is how early it was. He was live streaming on Twitch, him mining. He was building his big dirt mansion thing that he never finished, but he was mining for diamonds under his base, and he lost everything in that stream. He lost it in lava at the end. And that was funny. I don't know if that stream still exists.
That's funny.
Yeah, I definitely know what you mean. He's definitely lost his shit a lot.
Yeah.
Now we haven't done this for a while, but we haven't done a Reddit rant. That was like people are demanding it. I'm sure. I mean, you've read the comments. There's a lot of people asking.
Actually, I'm pretty sure every single comment is Reddit rant. Where's Ryan's Reddit rant?
Yeah. All none of them. Let's face it, most of the comments are actually just ask about I think we got one being like, what's your thoughts on Kanye? So some good shit. I haven't got a Reddit rant, but I do have a real life rant. So I'm gonna play the jingle that Tess made, but I'm gonna add my own twist for it. Ready?
Yep.
Real life.
Reddit rant.
Oh shit! Hang on, let me do that again.
Hey, that actually worked perfectly on my end.
Real life. That works. That works. So real life rant. This is something in real life that's pissed me off. Yes, I go outside. Every day for since about May 2020, I've gone on an 18-mile walk.
Every single day?
Every single day, non-stop. If I don't do it...
How long is 18 miles?
It takes about 2 hours. I walk for an hour, then an hour back.
How long is 18 miles in real fucking...
Oh, God, I don't
kilometers?
know. Fuck knows. I don't know
Let
how
us know
long
in
it
the
is in
comments.
kilometers. Hang on. Should I look it up?
Yeah, look it up. Because otherwise I won't really know the context. If
Make
it
sure
takes
I don't
2 hours...
into lava.
Alright.
Into kilometers. Hang on, where the fuck is... Wait, is that right?
Just say it.
What did I just search? 18 miles to kilometers. 28.9682.
28 kilometers?
Does that sound right?
That doesn't. That I feel like
18
that doesn't really sound. Well, maybe that is right. I don't know. I don't really go for. That does not sound
That's
right.
what it's telling me.
If you go for
But yeah,
you
I
go
walk-
for a 20-kilometer walk every day.
I got long legs and I walk really fast. Yeah, I go for one every. If I don't do it, if I
Can't be
don't go
right.
on that walk, I feel like I get like irritated. I'm like, fuck, I feel like I
mean,
have
that's-
to do it every day.
that's-
It's always
that's-
like a compulsion.
I mean, that's what exercise is about. I mean, exercise makes you feel good, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
hang
like
on,
I feel
how many miles
get
did you say?
withdrawals. 18.
18 miles.
So it's like eight. No, what was it? It's like I don't know. It's like 7, 8, 7,
Holy
7,
shit.
8, 9ish, 9ish kind of one way.
Yeah.
Then
Look, I don't really go. I don't
back.
really ever go for walks, so I actually don't really have a perspective on how long they take. And when I do go for walks, I don't time them or check the distance. Anyway, tell me about your bloody
But anyway,
walk.
I because I used to be slightly fat, and I was like, I never
to
want to
be.
be fat again. So I used to be like, I was never like obese or anything, but for a good few years, I would just like sit, do nothing all day, and drink energy drinks.
Yeah,
Which I don't drink anymore. They're fucking AIDS.
they're terrible.
So I was like, I want to lose this weight in like 2020, and it just happened to be lockdown, so that's the perfect time to go outside.
Perfect time. Yeah, well, that's
but
when
no,
there's
I
no
live in the
people
middle
around,
of
so it
nowhere,
kind of
so-
works.
There's no people around, and only old people live near me, which is good.
Ideal.
So you know,
Relatable.
yeah. But I live next
In
to
a
this
pineapple
big
under the
beach. This
sea?
is going to
Oh.
narrow down where I live. I live next to a nature reserve and a giant beach, right? And that's what I
Mm-hmm.
walk down. I walk down the beach to the next city, which
Yep.
is a beach city. And I've walked here for 5 years, and recently, this involves King Sausage Fingers, by the way.
Oh no, not King Sausage Fingers.
King Charles, yeah.
Yeah.
About sometime last year, I think maybe early last year, he actually visited the place. He visited the nature reserve.
Yeah.
This is really narrowing down where I live.
I'm gonna find you
Um,
so quickly.
Probably. He visited there. I actually saw him. Obviously the place was locked down. You couldn't go in. I had to
Yeah.
walk somewhere else that day, but I did see him there. They were like showing him around, and he came, looked around, doing his job. Well,
His job.
It's been. It's kind of pretty much. He doesn't give a fuck, does he?
Of course
He's doing
not.
this because he kind of has to.
Yeah.
Since then, all the fucking signs in the nature reserve, everything in the nature reserve has been named after King Charles III. Is it the third? King Sausage Fingers
That
the
is
third.
Weird.
Every
Why?
single fucking thing. How much of a massive fucking bootlicker do these people have to be to go around and knock down all the signs? It's a ridiculous, excessive amount.
That
I wish-
requires more effort than it's worth. 100%.
fucking
Like what the
insane.
hell?
It's insane that this royal paedophile visited, and they've changed all the things to like. I'm not a big fan of the king, by the way, or of royalty. I think the monarchies should be abolished. But like, just if
slide
king,
that
if
in
you're
there.
listening, don't execute me. That's just treason, you know.
How do your fingers
But yeah,
taste?
it's an excessive amount. I don't have any pictures on me, but when I go for all, like, I'll take pictures of the signs.
Yeah.
It's like King Charles Trail, King Charles Path, King Charles Farmland,
Oh, that is
King
so
Charles Way,
annoying
and
too. It's like I'm
it
sick of
has
the word
exactly,
name King Charles, dude.
Fuck yeah! Every fucking sign has like 5 different King Charles things on it. It's like this motherfucker can't even remember this place. He visited because he had to. He
Yeah.
didn't give a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck about the nature reserve. He's too busy protecting his brother who's a pedo. He doesn't give a shit.
He
And these
absolutely has
bootlicking
no
assholes-
idea that it even. He probably doesn't even remember it at all. Like,
no,
yeah.
these bootlicking assholes do not. They just like, oh, he visited, he loves us. I'm such a big. Everything is King Charles this, King Charles that, King Charles suck my fucking crack.
Yeah.
It's pissed me off because I already don't like the monarchy. I already don't like the king, and now the place that they should have named that fucking place after me. I go on 18-mile
Yeah, you
walks.
go there- you probably
it
walk
should
there
be
more
the
than
Boy
anyone
Ryan
else.
Trail.
Yeah.
This motherfucker visited once for like 4 hours and looked at some fucking plants, and now he has the entire area named after him. Does he not have enough shit named after him? He's on my fucking coins, for fuck's sake.
He's on my
goddamn
dude. He's on my
banknotes.
coins as well. He's on my coins all the way
Yeah.
across the fucking
This
world.
motherfucker.
He's
This
so-
should be the Boy Ryan Trail. This should not
Literally.
be fucking King Sausage Finger Trail.
Oh.
I can't say this, but I'm gonna say it. I'm very tempted to go around with an axe and just chop all the fucking signs down. I'm not even joking. I think that would be really satisfying.
Don't chop them down. Just like rewrite over them. Surely you could like.
Well, you can't. Well, you kind of can't because it's like wood etched in with his name. So
What,
they
you
even put effort into this shit.
Can't take a chisel and chisel it further.
I suppose you could definitely fuck it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's annoyed me. That really annoyed me because it's like now I have to think about King fucking Sausage Fingers every
single time you go for a walk. And you know what? Something like that ruins like a place that you go every single day, and then now it's like all you can think about is this one thing, and it's like now I don't want to walk there because every single day I'm thinking this one thing, whereas it used to be an escape from having to think. You know, like.
They're trashing that place as well. To me, the point of a nature reserve is to reserve nature, and I don't know what part of reserving nature building a house there does.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I feel like that is the opposite. I think to preserve nature, you've got to, like, not chop shit down.
You gotta actually look after the nature.
Yeah, there was this really cool tree. I have a picture of it. It was like a giant fucking tree in the middle of just a field.
Yeah.
They chopped it down. I can't think of any logical reason why they've chopped this tree down because they've done nothing with the field. They just came along, chopped the tree down and fucked off.
It's so annoying.
Like the grass is overgrown. It's fucking up to my knees, and that says a lot because I'm 6'3". The grass is tall. There's just shit like everywhere, rabbit shit. And they chopped down this tree for no fucking reason. I guess that's preserving nature. I don't know. Yeah, I don't. That's annoyed me. That's my real life Reddit rant.
That is annoying
for today.
That is annoying.
That is really annoying. People are going to find that. They're just going to type in King Charles Nature Reserve.
And they go on Google Earth and it's you walking around the nature reserve in all the pictures.
Yeah, it's like footage of Bigfoot every Street View camera.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. It's,
all right. Well,
we need to do the Bible verse.
Yeah, we've walked. We're at 130,000 blocks out,
Damn,
and yeah, we've got a Bible verse. Ryan's going to read us a Bible verse because in the last episode we thought it would be a great idea to suggest that, and you guys blew us away. There was one passionate comment about it, and I'm all for it. That means we're going to do it. So.
We love Jesus. Alright, so we found I suppose I could use my real Bible now. I wasn't.
Yeah,
really...
I'm not going to look at it. I'm just going to stare at you while it happens.
Just the reason why we're using this really shit website is because I thought I would have to read it while I was walking, and I couldn't read a book while I was walking. But I guess I could. I'm still going to use the website. Anyway,
I wonder if we should see. I don't know. I think it'd be kind of fun to just flip to like a random page almost and just read it and yeah, because I feel like it's kind of like a lucky dip. You flip to a random page and we have potential to find the most outrageous thing or just the most boring. Just go, okay, Bible verse,
Pick a letter, any random letter.
F.
Right. Where's the first name beginning with F? There isn't one. Pick another letter.
N.
N. Alright, let's see. I don't think they had many of them. Nehemiah. Neem? How do you pronounce this fucking stupid Hebrew name?
Nazim? Naheem?
Nazim?
Is there a Z?
Yeah, let's just say Nazim. I'm going to say Nazim the entire time.
Oh, wait, hang on, wait. I'm thinking about Nazim from Skyrim. Hang on a second.
Do you go to the cloud jurisdiction very often? Here we go. It's this. Nehema. What's up, Manima? Manima.
Alright, read the
Alright, so we're going to go
Give us
pick a number between 1 and 13.
6.
6. Okay.
This feels like one of those fortune things.
You, sir, are gonna die of AIDS.
Oh, right. I knew it.
Right, this is Nazim chapter 6. I believe I've got the right Bible. If it starts talking about Buddha, I'm gonna be pretty disappointed. Okay. Now it came to pass when Sanballat and Tobiah, no idea who they are, and Jism the Arabian, Jism the Arabian, is that a real name? And the rest of our enemies heard that I had builded the wall. That I had builded the wall! Is this a Trump tweet? Terrible grammar, building the wall. This is good shit. I can see why they love Trump. Okay, where was I? And that there were no breach left therein. No idea what that word is. Though at the it has brackets, so I'm guessing this is someone else
this
talking.
Is the most terrible. This is the most terrible Bible reading I've ever sat through, and I've sat through a fair few. So,
do you want to get raped? Would that make it better? Would that make it more authentic?
Maybe if you whisper.
Though at the time I had not set up the doors upon the gates. Silly bastard. All right. Then Sanballat and Jism sent unto me, saying, "Come, let us meet together in some one of the villages." What? Let us meet together in someone. They having a gangbang? They're gonna touch tips inside her ass. In the plain of Ono. Yoko Ono is in this shit? Holy fuck. But they thought to do me mischief. Did these people go to school? And I sent messages unto them saying, "Fuck you, bitch! I am doing great work." So that fuck, I gotta hang on.
How long?
That whole sentence again.
How long is this Bible verse?
Oh, it's pretty long.
Fuck.
Well, I'm reading a few of them. Then that Sanballat and Jism sent unto me, saying, "Come, meet us together in some of the villages in the plain of Ono." But they thought to do me mischief. Don't know who mischief is, maybe their teacher. And I sent messengers unto them, saying, "I am doing great work. I'm so fucking good, so that I cannot come down. Why should the work cease whilst I leave it and come down to you?" This is gay. Yet they sent unto me 4 times after this sort. That's a euphemism for, like, facials, I think. And I answered them after the same manner. They sent unto me 4 times? Come on now.
They sent what unto me 4 times, huh?
Wherein was written, it was reported amongst the heathen, that Gashmu, that's the guy from Smurfs, innit? Saith it that thou and the Jews think to rebel. Not the Jews, they're rebelling.
Wouldn't be the first
for
time.
which cause thou buildest the wall, that thou mayest be their king, according to these words.
Holy shit, is this about Donald Trump? It might be.
I think it might be. It might be.
Alright, well.
The Epstein files. And thou hast also appointed prophets to preach of thee in Jerusalem, saying, "There is a king in Judah." Judah, that's... Oh no, I'm thinking of Jeddah from Star Wars. "And now shall it be reported to the king according to these words, Come now, therefore, and let us take counsel together." There's a few more. Do you want me to read all this shit?
I think that's good. I think you got it there. I think you got it.
Does anyone know what's happening?
I honestly I completely lost track within the first 3 sentences because honestly I think we can work on this. We can work on this. Yeah, yeah. It's a good start.
I'll just read the last bit so people know what happened. They can kind of piece it together.
All right.
"Also they reported his good deeds before me and uttered my words to him. And Tobiah sent letters to put me in fear." There you go. That's the last verse of that chapter.
All right. So what do we learn from that? I actually could not get. I learned that there was someone named Cumming or something, and he came 4 times on a priest's face, something like that. That's what I learned. And they're gonna build a wall. It was, holy shit! It's Donald Trump.
He's gonna build a wall to keep them out.
All right. Well, I guess that's our Bible verse. Let us know how you think we did in the Bible verse category. I think we could do with some work on that. I'd like to have it.
And his son Johanna had taken the daughter of Meshulam. What? Anyway, go on,
Johanna.
Yeah.
I reckon we can work on. I reckon we can improve that. I'd like to give a Bible verse a go. Maybe next time.
Can we put like religious like choir music in the background?
I don't think that's in the budget.
Chanting.
Sorry.
Ah, fuck. Like
that's not in the podcast budget, buddy.
Allah. Something like that. That would do.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching, listening, and
yep.
We'll see you guys next week.
Is this the New Testament?
Maybe.
The New Testament. It's just a burnt book. It's Anne Frank's diary.
All right, we'll see you next week. See you next week. Oh, we've been recording too long.
She was in the attic.